Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's James. Got a man, it's McDonald. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the first down. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Boston College offense has it working. On the run, it's McDonald. Breaks the tackle. Oh, headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
To throw, it's Holstein. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for space. It's McDonald. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs.
Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Going right to work up top. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boston College!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Sprinting away. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They think there's room to run to the right here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Smith. Turning it on. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
To the air, it's Holstein. Dances away to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's James. Got the quick pass. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker. It's Bond. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. Oh, what a cut! They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's fine. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at half.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Extending the play. Fires to the tight end. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions.
And he gets there, and they get him down in the 14-yard line.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. I'm curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
First down. Looking to pass it. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's James. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll ride Davis here. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense called.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's James. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pulls it in. It's Bond. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. 1st down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilkins. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give to Davis. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the... Turning it on! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab, it's gone. Push down for the tackle.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's James. Got a man, it's Wilkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bolden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.